Hello everyone, my name is Sudipta Sarangi. I am a professor of economics and I'm also the department head of economics at Virginia Tech. I actually got my PhD at Virginia Tech and then I came back there after having spent time at Louisiana State University and also the National Science Foundation. I serve on the editorial boards of several journals in economics, but what you might find more interesting is the fact that in 2020 I published a book through Penguin India called The Economics of Small Things. This book tries to explain economics through everyday phenomena or things that we observe around us. I spent my last academic year in France on a fellowship from the French Institute for Advanced Study. In your life, you'll encounter many situations that are of a strategic nature. What makes a strategic situation different is that your optimal course of action will need you to take into account what others might be doing. This could be a very simple game like a game of rock, paper, scissors, where you need to think what the other player will be doing in order for you to decide whether you should play rock or paper or scissors. But it could also be something very serious like, why do countries keep spending money on nuclear weapons they will never use, when they could instead be spending the same money on things like health or education for their citizens? Or we could ask questions like, why is it that colorism continues to persist in some societies? For example, creams like Fair and Lovely never go away. They simply come back under new names like Glow and Lovely. Okay? So some key ideas that we'll cover in this course. How do you recognize a strategic situation? How do you turn it into a formal game? How do you analyze behavior in this kind of a game? Of course, apart from the kind of topics we've discussed above, we will talk about things that will help us understand global politics, international relations, or problems like climate change. Now, one of the key things we will do in this course is to make sure that you get some hands-on experience, which will then culminate in a final project where you will use what you have learned. Of course, I will guide you through this, and you will find an example from your everyday life or from your favorite book or a movie and write a final report on this using game theory. The funny thing is when I tell people that I do research in game theory, they find it cool because they think I must be spending most of my time playing video games. Not quite. Although game theory actually started by looking at parlor games like Hex and Nim and chess. But really, it's about understanding human behavior, especially about how to choose an optimal course of action in strategic situations. If you take this course, of course you will learn how to play certain types of games better, including certain types of video games. But what you might find more interesting is the fact that it will help you strategize against your rivals, whether they are your siblings or your classmates. Game theory is already used in a wide range of disciplines like computer science, political science, industrial engineering, biology, of course economics. So it will be a useful tool for a wide range of career choices. Game theory is also going to be very helpful in the workplace. It'll give you new perspectives and new ways of thinking about things like group work, teamwork, and of course how to strategize against a rival firm. Now, if you ask me, I study game theory because I love it. At the end of the day, I think human beings are endlessly fascinating. I hope you will think so. I hope you find human behavior endlessly fascinating. I look forward to seeing you in the course where we can learn more about this together.